Good day, happy travelers. Vacation travel hacks here. Today we are talking about the Carnival Vista 6-night Eastern Caribbean cruise. We're going to talk about how to get you from the airport to the cruise ship, some of your options in terms of lodging, some of the logistics at the cruise port. Then we're going to explore your itinerary. We're going to talk about free excursions you can consider doing at Grand Turk, Amber Cove, and of course Half Moon Cay. So there's a lot to do. And before I go to the next slide here, we also got to talk about how to get you back home. So let's hop into it. This is the 6-day Eastern Caribbean cruise. You can get a pretty good deal on this. As you can see, it's like a postcard. You will be landing likely at Orlando International Airport. I show you this map just to show you the proximity. It's about a 45-minute drive on 528 to Port Canaveral, and this is where the cruise ships leave over here. You have a couple different options here. Option one is to fly in the day of the cruise. That's risky. We always recommend here at Vacation Travel Hacks flying in the day before, and the chief reasons being weather, mechanical issues, air traffic control, resource shortage, then airline software issues. Those are the four reasons in the past 12 months that have impacted my travel. And I'm just always glad that I fly in a day before. And heck, if you fly in a day before or a little bit before, it's not like Orlando doesn't have anything exciting to do. You know, they have a couple theme parks, Universal, Orlando, Disney World, and of course SeaWorld. So there's stuff to do, and you got places to stay. You can stay at the hotels around the airport, which is cool because it comes with its own built-in alarm clock. When airports start to resume operations, one plane right after another woke me right up. Lots of options. If you're Marriott, Hilton, Choice Hotel brand, whatever it is, they're all here. And you can easily get from here to there using any one of the myriad of transportation companies. The big three: Mears Transportation. GoPort is a very viable option. We actually used that last November. I can recommend that. There's countless limousine companies, buses. So you'll have options here. Otherwise, you can fly in the day before and head to the beach, Cocoa Beach. If you stay at a hotel around these beach, yeah, you can still use GoPort, some of the other third-party, Lyft, Uber, taxi, etc. But a lot of the hotels offer complimentary shuttles from the hotel to the cruise port, and that'll get you there. So we talked about how to get you there, and if you're driving and need to park, you're in luck. The cruise port will likely be this one right here, but pay attention to the digital signage. Your driver certainly will. This is normally, if you're not on Mardi Gras, this is typically the Carnival one that you'll end up leaving on. And the cool thing is, as you head over, go back one here, 528. When you go like right over this water, you can start to see the tops. And then as you start to crest over this little land bridge here, it's kind of like especially if you're leaving on Saturday and Sunday, there's just so many cruise ships. It's really cool. I always enjoy it. So there'll be a parking garage here. The traffic, yeah, it'll take some time. From door to door, took me about an hour and a half, even though the drive was 45 minutes. It took me another 45 minutes to park. If you're in a bus, you get dropped off, a shuttle or a bus, you get dropped off in front of the porters. Tip, don't forget to bring cash for a tip for the porters. Range recommended tip $3 to $5 a bag is the going rate. I just hand them a 20 for the 3 bags and call it even. Otherwise, you are off and on your way to Amber Cove. This is I've been here 3 times now. I will be here again in November on the Mardi Gras. I've not had a bad excursion here yet, and I'm not paid by Carnival to say this. They pick these excursions so that you do, in fact, have fun. We've done the SeaWorld excursion. We've done the zipline excursion, and then we just walked around and shopped. My parents did the taste of Puerto Plata, and so it's a lot of fun. But if you just kind of want to walk around and shop, yeah, you absolutely can. They got some pools over here and other things to do if you want to, whatever you want to do, there's probably something there for you to do. But zipline is real big. They combine zip lines and waterfalls and snorkeling by catamaran, and they can hang out in a bus and have like a lunch. I've done the dolphin swim. There was a shark, dolphin, and sea lion. and it was the most time with the animals, and the water was not smelly. I went in a place where the enclosure was a little small and all the animals. It wasn't a great experience. This was a huge place, and the water was so fresh. So it was nice. All inclusive beach. If you want to go to the beach, sailing, catching some fishes, zipping. This is the one that I just did. And my kid was like, "Hey man, it would be a lot of fun." And it was. I was disappointed that I didn't do it before. And this is actually on the list of things to do when we go in November. Tip: if you're a cabana person, if you just want to get off the ship, instead of lounging by that pool, you want to lounge by a different pool. These sell out fast. All of them were sold out 6 months in advance. So if that's something you want to do, go ahead and do it. We did Monkey Land at the other stop in the Dominican Republic. It was a great experience, a lot of fun. Uh, it was, they're fun. They're not potty trained though. We discovered that they will use the facilities, the restroom, whenever they deem necessary, and if that means they were on you, then that's what that means. So we'll go to the next page here just to give you a little overview. Maybe you see something that catches your eye. Look at these people. They're like, yeah, we're driving around on stuff. Look how much fun this is, and it looks like fun. I would do that too. Cooking and coffee. Oh, what about horses on a beach? I mean, literally, whatever you want to do. This is you go around and go around Puerto Plata and hang out at stuff. And let's see if we can't find something here. Now, you might be wondering, okay, cool, thanks for showing me this. What about the reviews? They do have reviews here. And most of the stuff is highly reviewed. But let's take a look at like this, for example, because this is actually something I'm thinking about doing. You'll get everybody puts their details in here. It wasn't what I signed up for. So you can say, hey, a little bit of everything. We were happy. I had knee surgery. So if you read some of the reviews, you'll normally see something that's kind of like a little bit of a one-off, maybe something that, but it's worth noting. It's always worth noting. It's just say not what I signed up for. Just maybe we felt rushed. Uh, you know, so I always just show people that because that is worth noting. And that's Amber Cove. It's a really cool stop. They can be a bit of a walk to the shops. They do have people on bicycles that will put you in the back. I don't know, kind of like the Central Park at New York. There are people with horses. Here it's just bicycles. Grand Turks, man, this is kind of like Roatan. If you've ever been to Honduras, you park and then you get to go swim in front of your ship, and you can get pictures in front of your ship. And it's this is where we will snorkel. We actually have this exact same itinerary on the Mardi Gras, so I'm really excited about it. You got Margarita, just want to hang out really whatever you want to do. It's a fantastic stop to be at, and there's not going to be any shortage of things to do. You can already see snorkeling, get on a catamaran, can go boat around, go into Hummer. $115 a person, drive your own Hummer. Maybe an ATV, actually a little bit more expensive for an ATV. I wonder what's going on there. If I'm going to spend $100, I'm driving a Hummer. Then you got maybe if you don't have kids, just doing the woo, yeah, look at this on a bus, fun. There's no wrong way to cruise. You got 2 reef snorkel. If I go to 1 reef, I consider myself lucky. This is actually what we were looking at doing. If lying by the beach, and look at this, maybe watching whales jump out of the water. More cabanas. Oh, that's beach cabana, poolside retreat. So if you don't want to get in the water, you don't have to. If you don't want to leave the ship, you don't have to. If you want to just get in the water, it's as immersive. Whatever you want to do, you can certainly do it. And then their private island, Half Moon Cay. This is a tender. This is Google Earth. This is the boat right here. You hop on a little baby boat, and it takes you inland, and you hang out by the beach. There's food, there's swimming, there's snorkeling, there's shopping, and it's a good time. So let's close it up with some final tips. Anytime dining on the ship, and this is a lesson I learned on the Horizon. No, a lesson I learned on the Magic, and I applied it on the Horizon. That I would have an early dining, but I would miss some of the family comedy comedy times. My kid likes comedy. He can't go to the R1. I certainly well, R-rated comedy is, well, that's not for kids. So we would have dinner, but we'd miss one of the shows, and they wouldn't do like a makeup, and it'd leave the evening kind of in shambles. So what we did in the Horizon was anytime dining. We'd look at the schedule for the day and say, hey, we will do this show before dinner, have dinner at this time, and then do this show after dinner. And there was always it would really fill up the evening. Otherwise, dinner's hour and a half, and not unusual to have a 2 hour dinner. It's peaceful. It's time to chit chat and relax. So if you can pick it around your activities, that's certainly flexibility that is worth noting. We already talked about flying in before. Worth noting that Port Canaveral is served by two airports. Melbourne is a little closer, so maybe if you don't see something that fits your time schedule at MCO, take a look at MLB. It's right down the road there. I talked about shuttles, GoPort, fly. In terms of getting home, you saw how far away Orlando Airport was from Port Canaveral. Anytime after noon should be okay, barring a complete catastrophe, traffic and accidents and everything. Earlier is a little sketchy, but the thing isn't necessarily your distance from the airport. It's the all the other cruise ships that disembark on, especially if you're leaving on a Saturday or Sunday. You're not the only cruise ship leaving, but also Orlando services those theme parks, Universal and Disney World. All those people tend to leave on a Saturday and a Sunday as well. So you get to the airport, now you're in a long line to check in your bags, and then you're in a long line to go through the security. So that is why I recommend noon. Could you do it earlier? Sure, possible. I can't live with that kind of stress, and you would be better than me. Guys, burgers. Don't forget about the free food on these places. Uh, I don't know why I became a big fan. They're some of the tastiest burgers. And then Kids Club. If you're traveling with a kid, day one, get them in is a great idea. Day two, if you get them in, their first day is day two. Everyone's kind of bonded a little bit. It's kind of like changing schools in the middle of the school year. Not the ideal experience. So I take that best practice as a lesson learned, and I share it. So I hope you found these tips helpful, and I hope you have a fantastic cruise. Itinerary is great. The ship's great. It's going to be a great time no matter what it is you do, and hope you found something there and can build your itinerary. And I hope you travel safe. Until the next video.